Hello everybody, welcome to FC Amakhosi fan channel. This is an amateur. Like, comment, subscribe. So seems as if the general Nengomashe was interviewed by Far Post because he said something on Far Post when he was asked about the coach or the type of coach that Kaizer Chiefs need. Let's just dive in to what he said. So this is an interview that was done this year on the 6th of January 2024 on Far Post. The title reads like this: Chiefs do not need a special coach, Nengomashe said. Ex-Kaizer Chiefs grafter Tinashe Nengomashe says his former paymasters do not need a special coach but need to fix one key area. The Soto Giants are currently thriving well under Kevin Johnson, who's the head coach, albeit on interim basis. They are on a 4-match unbeaten run with 3 wins in a row and a draw in the league. That's the game that you played against Sekhukhune that you drew. Johnson took charge on Kaizer of the club following the dismissal of Molefi Ntseki early in the first half of the season. Ntseki had been appointed as Atazwane predecessor after the club's forgettable 2022-2023 season. Sadly, the former Bafana struggled to deliver in all competitions he presided over, including until 8, and by taking time on Ntseki's sacking, Amakhosi were 13 points behind leaders, which is the Sundowns, in the Premiership. With Johnson at the helm, the gap has been reduced to 11 points, so 2 points difference. Oh well, okay. Even though Sundowns have 3 games in hand, Johnson and his charges have 24 points on their tally, while Tshwane Giants have 35 points there at the summit. Looking at how the former Al Ahly assistant coach fared, the ex-midfielder crafter Tinashe Nengomashe had shared his thoughts about the club hot seat. What he said: Nengomashe believes that Kaizer Motaung owned club must address their system and not the coach, and not use the coach as a scapegoat. They don't need any special coach, but there is a need to look into the system. What is this system? First, the system must be strong, and then any coach would fit, Nengomashe told Far Post. There's no difference, no solution in hiring and firing coaches. Coaches are always the victims, and it's unfortunate. The first thing to do is to have a great set of players who can comprehend the club's system. We need to have winners, those with character and not just talent. This is an important point. Let me just pause here. We need to have winners, those with character, not just talent. This then makes me to say, wow, this is a vital point that this guy, our legend, is raising. We need to have winners. And you see other teams, how they buy winners. They buy players who have won a trophy. They buy players who have won the league. They buy players who have competed to the biggest of all arenas out there. In that way, those players, when they come in with the mentality of wanting to continue with their legacy. They come in with the mentality of saying that, you know what, this team, we can win something with this team. Players who play with confidence, players who have done it to the highest of levels, players who come in and say that I want to come in and add value to this team, not to come and make and earn money and leave, but players who say that, you know what, we have done it in this team. I've won a trophy. I've competed in the highest of levels. Remember when we bought players like your Pahakaka, who was playing for Sundowns, who won trophies? Remember when we had players like your Masilele, who played against the Real Madrid? Players who have played in the highest of level and won things. That is how we used to go out there, your Defomashamait. That is how we used to do it in the market. Players who have won and competed to the highest of levels. Your George Malulek, who have done it from Ajax. We used to recruit like that. In the current team, the players that you have, yes, you have had Tanzania, who have won so many, who have won trophies with Captain Spurs. We went for Dollies, who have won almost everything in Africa and played even in France against your Mbappes. Sure, we do have those players. Modi, what has he won? I don't know, but we see that it's bringing quality in the team. We're still lacking here and there in terms of signing those players. We're still lacking here and there in terms of signing those players. And this guy, the legend, is talking about that we want winners, not players with just talent. You see, with the attitude, they might not necessarily have won anything, but players that you see with the attitude that, you know what, I can play for this badge. I can stand the heat of playing for this massive team. That's the kind of players that you should look for. And you see with the way that they play. And you go and do your research to check these guys, like what kind of people that they are. Other than being players, what kind of people that they are. Outside field, what kind of players of people that they are. But yeah, he continues to say, to be honest, any coach can do a good job at Kaizer Chiefs, but only if he gets the right support and the right orientation to the club system. And so far, it seems as if Kevin Johnson did understand the mandate, or does understand, or has done his homework and continues to do his homework when it comes to Kaizer Chiefs. And that means that he's the right guy to introduce the good coach and next coach for us and tell them about the club, the philosophy of the club. He hasn't been there for a long time, but you can see with the results and with how the guys are playing that, hey, this coach has studied this team and introduced his own system. And that's a system that, one of the systems that this guy is talking about. You see with the way that we play, that we're playing as a team, and how we're moving the ball, how we run, how we're keeping the ball, how we attack, and all those things we need. And why I'm talking like this, because I don't think that he's the coach that, for me, that he's a solution in the long run, Kevin Johnson. So therefore, the system is there. When we get a coach, Kevin Johnson will introduce and orientate this guy into the club and say, okay, this is as far as what I've achieved or what I've done with these guys. This is what I've, the foundation that I've created. Come in and add your own methodology, come in and add your own strategies. But if you can build from this, you won't start from afresh. Players, coaches like that. So that's the system this guy is talking about. Never mind the non-playing personnel like your Mutaunges, all these guys out there, but at least the system has been introduced with Kevin Johnson, like the stability that has brought the confidence that the players are playing with now, the how they move the ball and all those things. That's the system. So he continues to say, this is the club that is known for its intense pressure. Even a local superstar can fail to do well because of that pressure. I witnessed it so many times. Legend. Considering the pressure for now, I think Kevin Johnson has done very well. It is not easy to inherit a project set by another coach and be able to adjust as quick as he has done. He has shared his opinion, and he has really said something beautiful there that I love. He has really said something that I love. And also he's uploading the work that Kevin Johnson has done. And he doesn't even say that Kevin Johnson is the coach to take this team to another level, but also he said does not need a special coach. So he can say that, but he's not saying much in terms of Johnson but also for him to say the Kaizer Chiefs does not need a special coach. Why is he not saying that, hey, give this guy a chance? Yes, he does say that he has done very well, but he's not saying that give Kevin Johnson a chance. He's talking about systems. And the same systems that Kevin Johnson has introduced, and he's yet to introduce it because, I mean, this is for a long haul. It's not just a short term. It's not a sprint. It's marathon. So what is your take, guys? Let me know what you think. But as for me, I'm out. FC Amakhosi fan channel. Love you. Bye.